What's happening, sports fans? How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good Friday to you, and we're only 3 days away from Christmas. I hope everyone's in the Christmas spirit and you got your Christmas shopping done. If you haven't done that, then all I can say is good luck to you. So speaking of luck, we're talking suspended safety Damontae Kazee for the Steelers. He got a little bit of good news from the NFL. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Last weekend's game between the Colts and the Steelers, we were talking about this big hit right here, safety Damontae Kazee on Colts wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. Pittman Jr. would actually get up, walk off the field, but he would not return to the game. He was diagnosed with a concussion. Officials would eject Kazee from that game and assess him a personal foul. The NFL League looked at it. They decided to suspend Kazee for the rest of the NFL season as well as the playoffs. Well, he got a little bit of good news a couple of days ago. Steeler Nation, check this out. Kazee will be allowed to play if the Steelers make the playoffs. Again, the Steelers are 7-7 and got a big AFC North division rival game coming up on Saturday versus the Bengals. So if they make the playoffs, he will be available. The Steelers right now are shorthanded in the secondary. Minka Fitzpatrick, he's going to be out with a knee issue, so he will not play on Saturday, as well as safety Trenton Thompson is questionable with a stinger. But this got me to thinking, I was watching this game and I watched that, and it looked like to me Damontae Kazee did everything that he was supposed to do as a defensive player in leading with his shoulder, not going for the head and hitting. I thought this play was clean in my mind. Well, I ran across some sound from former Steelers safety Mike Mitchell. He played for the Steelers from 2014 to 2017, and it's funny, this soundbite he gave, it really fits with what's going on today with the NFL and how these defensive players are handcuffed when it comes to knowing what's legal and how do you tackle. And Mike Mitchell did not mince words. Here's a quick soundbite from him. Again, this sound was from not this season. This was from a couple of seasons ago. Take a listen to what Mike Mitchell had to say.
And let's take our pads off. That would make it easier for me because now I don't got to wear heavy. But give us flags for me to pull off because that way I know what we're playing. I signed up to play full speed contact football and we're not doing that. I feel like I got to ask a guy, hey, are you ready for me to hit you right now before I hit you? And that's crazy. I'm going to mess around and get hurt trying to protect an offensive player because he's running an over route. Damn it, your quarterback shouldn't have threw that ball messed up. That happened 2 years ago. I'm not joking at all. Andy Dalton threw a ball to Tyler Eifert 2 years ago. Tyler Eifert had to dive for it. I was aiming for his gut. But if he don't dive, he don't get in the head. That's 50 grand out of my pocket, though, because Andy throws a bad ball. Make that make sense.
Now, listen, I'm all for player safety, and I get that, but I'm with Mike Mitchell on this. I think at this point, the defensive players can't let them just play flag football if this is going to be the case. Again, I watched this hit. I watched it in real time, and it did make me go, ooh, oh, man, that was a hit when I saw it in real time. But if you look, he did what he's supposed to do. He led with the shoulder. He did not lead with the helmet. He did not go for the receiver's his head or his face mask or any of that. So I don't know, man. It's just a playing defense in the NFL. It is a tough job, I would say. Now, you probably wonder, why was Kazee suspended? Well, Kazee has already been fined 5 times this season for violations, for personal foul, for some bad hits. His most recent one, he was fined $11,806 for a hit on Bengals tight end Irv Smith Jr. So you probably say, okay, well, he shouldn't have been suspended. Well, I guess he was a repeat offender. I get it. Repeat offender, you gotta lay down the law. So that's why he was suspended those 3 games. But the good news is for Steelers fans, if the Steelers make the playoffs, he will be available to play if that's the case. So I'd like to know what you guys think about this Kazee suspension. It's been rescinded. He will still be suspended for the 3 games, but he'll be allowed to play in the playoffs. And what's your thoughts on defense in the NFL? Tackling. Is the NFL just taking it all out of the hands of defense, and it's just all an offensive game now? I'd like to know your thoughts on that. Make sure you drop a comment and like the video. I am Kendrick, the sports guy. You all have a good one. We will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace.